So those are the 4 technologies that we really look at specifically.
How did you land on those 4?
Well, I spoke to nearly 200 scientists the past 4 years, and I wrote a book about sustainability. Freaked out. And I looked with my team, we've done research on really towards 2050, what will be the biggest emitters of CO2, and crossing that with what will be the most interesting ROI, we think, in terms of markets that already exist, with corporate players that could not only invest in the space, but buy those companies. So this is where we identify those 4 technologies.
Yeah.
So each of these technos have a lot of corporate players with a lot of money to put down, and there is existing markets already. So that's where, we've defined that strategy.
Yep. Very interesting. And so you said for ag tech, specifically looking at alternative proteins and B2B industrial feed.
For B2B specifically, yeah. We don't really look at alternative proteins for B2C.
Super interesting. Yeah, I guess that it is very specific, and definitely something that would fit under our umbrella, but would be one of, I guess, many things that we would look at. In terms of our focus within food and ag, we really do look at anything across the broad spectrum of I guess related to primary production technologies that can help reduce the emissions intensity or chemical intensity of production, automation, autonomy, all that kind of stuff on farm, looking at solutions to help improve supply chain operations, supply chain finance, and things like that, which can then enable kind of more sustainable supply chains in terms of if we have better data and can reward and set up structures to incentivize sustainable production, down through to things that are more on the consumer side of things in terms of alternative proteins and things like that. And then we also, I guess, operate in the carbon market space. So looking at how agriculture can provide climate solutions, not just to ag, but to other industries as well. And then I guess maybe a final component is looking at waste and resource recovery as well. So kind of understanding that it's not just the production to kind of sale to consumer, retailer, or hospitality or household, whatever it is, but also the waste that happens both within industry and post-consumer as well.
Interesting. So yeah, if you guys have interesting deal flow, feel free to, if you can share it, happy to. Some of even though our fund is not settled yet, our LPs and some of our potential LPs want to or have capabilities to invest directly, and maybe actually for bigger checks. So again, we work with corporate companies that have initial capabilities to deploy those solutions. They could be investors, but they could be also commercial partners, clients, or even a business partner, as in JV potentially.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's always good to see if we can help each other in the space, and looking forward to do that.
Yeah,